It's another day, the sun is shining. Got to know what's going on around you. Wake up, it's the time to motivate your mind. Come with me, let's make this moment brighter. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Come on and wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Hey.
Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise. We're up dead early on another fantastic Friday, and it's fantastic because you're up with us. My name is Mark Daniels.
And I'm Gabrielle Gardner, wishing a happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday, everyone. For those of you who are up and you're near an east-facing window, go and look at the sun right now. Such a beautiful sky. We're so blessed to be in a place where we can see the horizon, we can see the sun come up, we can see it go down, and we're just in a very beautiful place. So I'm in a grateful mood this morning. I got to see some of that sunrise this morning, right?
That's beautiful.
For those of you who facing west, sorry, it can be a little dark. You maybe go up on the roof, take a look east, take in some of the sunrise, right? But it's Friday, it's the end of the week, everybody. I hope you had a great week. How was yours?
I had a great week. Lots of exciting things that have already happened and lots of exciting things to happen. I was able to go to the Inspire Her event,
Oh, yes.
hosted by Cable Bahamas last night, and it was really nice. Really enjoyed myself and got some inspiration and motivation. And then I also, we kicked off the Legacy Miles Monroe, Richard Pinder, the whole experience. We kicked that off with, they actually had a display at UB that was attended by the Governor General of their works. So a lot of the books and teachings and tapes, they did a very special display in honor of that, and some of their family members were able to come out. So that was a great way to get it started, and they have a fun run walk and a concert tomorrow, so there's a lot happening.
It is a lot happening. A week of celebration, a week of reflection, a week of, once again, looking at the legends that are around us, the legacies that they've left behind that continue to live on. Speaking of legend, it's my birthday weekend.
Hey!
I'm not a legend yet. I'll get there one day.
No,
But yes,
you're legendary, Mark.
as I approach 40, I think about this big milestone in my life. I look back at all the people I've annoyed in my lifetime, and I apologize for that. But thanks to everybody along the way who's taught me those life lessons that keep me going forward, and looking forward to the next 40.
You know what the upside is? I've heard that you can't really irritate someone unless they care about you.
Ah!
So that means that those people probably love you, whom you've annoyed. So
It's nice to be loved. And we love it that you're up with us this morning. We have a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about the St. Francis Bazaar and Raffle, a community favorite, and we're also going to be hearing from Alexandria Robinson on her art exhibition, Healing Spaces. Looking forward to that.
We'll take a look at our segment from the recently held Cat Island Business Outlook, and we'll also hear about the upcoming 19th annual Bahamas International Film Festival. But first, let's check on weather with Godfrey Burnside.
This is Weather at Sunrise.
Thank you, Gabrielle. Good morning, Bahamas. And your first look at weather at sunrise. High pressure in the western Atlantic. It's going to support some fresh breezes, also some strong breezes over the central and southeastern islands today. Then we have a trough just to the north of Puerto Rico. That's moving towards the west. That's going to influence the weather over the southeastern islands today with some unsettled weather. But today, for the most part, we're looking at partly sunny, a bit breezy and warm on the northwest and central Bahamas, cloudy skies and breezy with scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms over southeastern islands. Your high temperature 86. Tonight, we're looking at partly cloudy, breezy, and mild with a few showers, mainly across the central and southeastern islands. Your low going down to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And some regional highs and lows across the Caribbean, Barbados 85 and 79. In Jamaica, 88 and 78. In Trinidad, 89 and 79. And the Turks and Caicos Islands, 86 and 76. Across North America, Atlanta, 77 and 61. In Boston, 62 and 39. In Miami, 86 and 76. Dallas, Texas, 60 and 55. And Toronto, Canada, 56 and 39. As we go weekend, we have that high pressure will continue to be the dominant across the northwest Bahamas. with a trough of low pressure moving towards the west will influence the weather across the central Zealands with cloudy skies, showers and thunderstorms, also windy conditions. Though temperature daytime will be in the mid-upper daytime, at nighttime in the mid-70s. That picture wrapping first look at weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Mark.
Thank you, Godfrey. St. Francis Xavier Cathedral is set to host its 2024 Bazaar and Raffle under the theme Family Fellowship. It's all happening tomorrow. And joining me now is our good friend, Jared Brown. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Thank you so much. Happy birthday, man.
Hey, yeah, man. You know, it's that big, heavy weekend, right? It's a heavy one. But appreciate that.
No problem.
So we're talking about this community raffle and bazaar. It is a staple.
Yes.
Tell us about the theme this year.
Well, so the theme is Family Fellowship, led by our chairman. That was an idea he had because, of course, everything starts with the family. Family is the backbone of our society, so he wants to place that in. It's not just a day affair for St. Francis. We have a month of events that have passed and are coming, just to kind of embellish and kind of exaggerate what family is and what the importance of family is, especially in this day and time.
Yeah. And it is a family event, as everybody knows.
Yes.
What sets St. Francis's Bazaar and Raffle apart from the others that are out there?
Well, I know there's normally bazaar season. There are a lot of churches, whether it's just doing bazaar, but it just speaks to the fact that the churches need help, right? The churches, in order for them to reach out and do God's work, of course, financial means would be great. Now, what sets us apart, I would say, is just, it has to be kind of the passion. We've been planning this for many months, and we're trying to take different details, all the small things that kind of measure up and all the small things that kind of make the event amazing is what we kind of focused on. And plus, man, we have a team that is excellent. We have various groups. We have the sponsorship team, raffle team, the accounts team, and all of that is, our mission is, we have a saying within our church, zero cost to the church. So we don't want to ask the church for anything. Everything that we need, we ask either for fundraising initiatives or from sponsors or donations, and we're trying to execute this tomorrow. It's going to be a fun day.
It is going to be a fun day. Like you said, it is festival season. People are out. The weather is nice.
Yes.
So what can people expect at this year's event?
Okay, man, we have a variety of options, man. Of course, food is the most important thing. We have two comforter stalls, sorry.
No, you're coming to eat.
Oh, no, you have to. You have to. We have a crab specialty dishes. We have conch salads. We have juicy hamburgers, juicy hot dogs, our steakouts, our home cookery. I mean, we have so much food options. I mean, you can't help but get full on that day. Then, of course, we know about the kids, so we have a kiddies corner. So while they're playing and they're getting tired out, the adults can enjoy our lovely wines garden called Cal's Wine Garden. He's worked tremendously hard into making it a top-notch event. And then, of course, we have our bingo. I don't know if you know, but our church is kind of known for our epic bingo prizes.
There you go.
And this year, our bingo prize, grand prize, is a brand new washer and dryer. Then we have TVs, toasters, microwaves, the works. And then, of course, we can't forget to speak about our hourly raffle. We have a mini hourly raffle in contingent with our grand raffle. Mini raffle starts at 1, that ends about 10. So every hour on the hour, we'll be pulling out a lucky winner. Just to keep it fun, keep it festive, give everybody a chance to win something. Well, we have a lot of things planned, and I cannot wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, it sounds like when you come to the event, you're giving towards a great cause. You're supporting the church, you're supporting the community, but you also can get some things too.
Oh, yes, man. You
There's
have to.
things to be gotten.
You have to.
You drop the kids off to the kiddie corner. Don't forget them when you go to the wine.
That's all I know, right?
Make sure to come back. So, entertainment-wise, I know there's usually music and other activities. Any special guests?
Oh, yes, of course. Our highlighted guests would be the Saxon Superstars.
All right.
They're going to tear down West Street for us starting at 3 o'clock. We have numerous games planned, of course, great music. And a lot of it is just fellowship with family and friends. A lot of persons who haven't seen each other in a while. We can come together and really just enjoy the day, enjoy the cause. I want to, if you don't mind, take this time just to thank our various sponsors.
Yes.
Corporate Bahamas has been so tremendously good for us. Even recently, I spoke about us trying to get the small things together. Alive has come on board, and they're going to provide free Wi-Fi for all of our fairgoers, so they can stream and take pictures and really connect, even on the phone, but mostly in person as well. Of course, we have various sponsors that we have to thank in regards to our SFX bucks. So instead of using real money, you know that little funny money situation?
It works.
Yeah, it works, right? So we have various sponsors that who sponsored our 1, 5, 10, and 20 denominations. And we are so grateful to the community at large, Corporate Bahamas, our parishioners. Everybody has really come in and put sweat into the game for this one.
Hey, it sounds like we're gonna have to block off the whole of downtown.
Oh, yeah.
By the time it get full,
Yes.
this is gonna look like John Canoe.
Oh, yes, it definitely
and
is.
speaking of Jungle, yeah, man, Saxon's gonna be there in the house. I was out to their practice last night.
Okay,
They look
okay.
like they warming up, they're
man.
getting ready.
Let's go.
So when people come to the bazaar and the raffle, what is it you want them to keep in mind? Once they're there and they're having fun, what is it you want them to have in mind?
We keep it pushing family.
Yeah.
Of course, we like I said earlier, family is the backbone. But of course, just having fun, man. I mean, we have so much options, so much variety of things you can do. We even have, I joked earlier on last week that people may need to come with a shopping cart because we have items like plants for sale,
There you go.
crochet items. We have this amazing eggnog. It's called Noggin Eggnog
Yeah.
that one of our stallholders owns.
Yeah.
Amazing. We have kids books, of course, kids puzzles. We have so many things. We have a dress for less section where you can come and find unique pieces that kind of suit your style at very, very low cost. So we try to think of every single thing we possibly can, even to the point where now we have kind of cleared down some lots for parking, just to make sure that persons come, cars are secured, and they can actually enjoy the fair and don't worry about being blocked in or whatnot. So we really hope tomorrow, the weather permits, of course, we have a very successful day, but most of all, have fun.
Yeah, fun is the backbone of it all, like you said, family together having fun, and the church grounds and everywhere is going to be filled with people and lots of excitement. Is there a fee to get in? Or?
No, free admission. We welcome anybody, no matter the age, color, anything else, just come on down. Gates open up at 12. Of course, we close until, and then of course, I can't leave it unmentioned in our grand raffle. That will be near the end of the fair, and our first prize is the $10,000 prize. 6 prizes will be monetary prizes. Second place, of course, is the $5,000. Then we half it all the way down to 6. So everybody has a chance. And between me and you, I've promised this money to so many people. If we don't pull the name out, I probably can't go out no more. But we're going to have a good time, man.
That's good.
We're
That's
gonna have
good.
a good time.
You're going to come there. You're going to walk in the gate. We're going to fellowship. We're going to experience lots of fun activities, eat good food.
Oh, yes.
You drop the kids off. We'll remember to pick them up before the night's out. And once again, it's all for a good cause. Tomorrow happening at the church grounds, starting at 12.
Yes, sir.
Bring everybody.
Come on.
Come on and have fun because it's a family affair, right?
Yes, it is. It definitely is.
We
I want
appreciate you.
to thank you guys as well for your once again, a part of Corporate Bahamas, you guys, the exposure. I appreciate you so much. And because of that, I wish you hope an amazing birthday. And I have a present for you in the back.
All right. And they coming to win that $10,000 in the
I
raffle.
can't promise you again, man. I promised somebody outside that just now. But if you get it,
Appreciate you being on the show.
thank you, man. I
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
you.
Y'all make it out to the fair. We can see y'all on West Street. We'll be right back.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
We know how important collecting your money can be to the success of your business. Start your relationship with Fidelity today so that we can show you the many options available to you with our merchant services. From click and pay options online to merchant terminals and e-commerce options. We're here to help your business succeed. For more details, speak to one of our business development officers at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport. Visit our website at fidelitygroup.com or visit any of our branches.
When hurricanes and emergencies strike, timely information can save lives. That's why Alive Business brings you bulk SMS messaging, your essential tool for staying informed and safe. Imagine having critical updates and safety tips delivered right to your phone, anytime and anywhere. With bulk SMS messaging, you can send real-time alerts and updates and timely notifications. When every second counts, count on Alive Business bulk SMS messaging. For more information, contact the experts.
Welcome back. At the Cat Island Business Outlook, there was an infrastructure panel discussing delivering high-quality, sustainable infrastructure, challenges, constraints, and solutions. Let's take a look at that segment.
The fourth annual Cat Island Business Outlook was held on Thursday, October 31st at the Aris Monka Resource Center and Library. This event highlighted a diverse group of speakers dedicated to enhancing the future of Cat Island, Rum Cay, and San Salvador. The keynote address was delivered by Prime Minister Philip Davis, who highlighted the progress and development initiatives for Cat Island, Rum Cay, and San Salvador, emphasizing the government's commitment to building opportunities for family islanders by modernizing services and fostering economic growth. A key moment of the event was a panel that discussed significant strides in improving power, cable, and water infrastructure in the three islands with a strong focus on collaboration.
Building infrastructure is it's a costly venture. So it requires a lot of resources. And when we look at family islands, it's very, very difficult and hard to build out infrastructure that you can sustain to the future, right? So lessons we have learned in the past that we need to look forward differently in the future would be, how do we foster better collaborations and align ourselves strategically with all the utility companies in the Bahamas so that we can work more closely together, so that we can expand better, improve better, optimize better at a more affordable cost to bring connectivity and services to the family islands.
The family islands is very challenging. We have 29 power stations across 17 different islands, so it's very complicated to maintain and coordinate and keep operations going. But, we try to use people, put the right people in the right place, equipment, and to maintain and operate and sustain. And how do we bounce back from a event such as a storm or wind situation as we had yesterday? So again, moving forward with other projects, we have to see what's the best approach. Of course, we are limited by funding, finances, etc., but we have to use technology and, again, collaboration to see what is happening in the industry, what our partners are doing. I think right now we have to address a situation to help BTC with the pole down. Again, they're a partner on the island and in the industry, so we have to make sure that we collaborate and we plan and we work together to sustain our product individually and also together for islands, and that helps with the development in all aspects, as was mentioned earlier.
The key word is collaboration. Right now, from the water perspective, I know most persons would get their water either from your private wells or you would have a truck to you. We are as well in the process of actually installing water mains throughout the island. So we would have started with the Caribbean Development Bank. So we would have done a small portion of work, roughly about 12 miles worth of pipe. And now under this PPP in partnership with CIDC, the Cat Island Development Company, we are planning to actually facilitate the entire island with piped potable water, which will be the first time this is happening in Cat Island. Your pipes will be fed from reverse osmosis plants, which again is a first for the island. So if you have an opportunity, take a ride down south in Dowds, that's Old Bight, New Bight area. And if you ride right on top of the hill, you'll see that the works are well underway. We're actually now starting the works, clearing the site for north as well, which is near Bennett's Harbor. So we're doing these works as well. And again, that's part of our sustainability efforts of how we're going to continue to maintain, water here in Cat Island. And again, it's a collaboration. We're more than happy to see that BPL is well ahead of us so that, and again, this gives us a level of comfort as well that as we put these plants in, again, the infrastructure is here, the readiness to respond in emergencies is here to ensure that we can continue providing these resources to you, the residents of Cat Island, in a timely fashion. So I think that's how we're working with sustainability and what we've learned in the region thus far.
The panel discussion also mentioned plans for sustainability, renewable energy, and resilience.
Hurricane Dorian was a great teacher. While it was a destroyer, it was also a great teacher to us as to what we would need to do in order to fortify our infrastructure as we move forward. we're taking those lessons learned and implementing that even now here in Kit Island as we're building. So we're looking at things such as climate change, storm surge, flooding. So we're looking at our infrastructure and seeing how best, even now, before everything is connected, how best we can safeguard it from being vulnerable in those times. And so there are steps that we're taking in our construction and installation that we're looking at. We're working closely with DEPP and all of the relevant agricultural, environmental agencies as well to ensure that we are meeting compliance, not just for water and sewage, but what is industry best practice, national or regional best practice as well. So from that perspective, that's one of the things we're doing. Also, choosing the proper locations. Again, in some instances, we know everyone has said, and we all know Cat Island is beautiful. We look out the window, and what's right across from us? The beautiful water. As beautiful as it is, that can also be a destroyer as well, because again, in times of storm surge, we have to be concerned about our infrastructure. As best as possible, we like to place our infrastructure maybe 2 miles away from the waterfront if we can, but we know that we have to cater to our residents as well. So we can't have the infrastructure in a location where it doesn't meet the residents, but also placement of pipe. How are we placing it? Are we placing it at our typical depth, or are we going to place it a little deeper? Put some anchors on it to ensure that it does not become buoyant and float away if something then happens. The way that our storage tanks, so another thing you'll see in time to come, part of our reverse osmosis plan is storage. So the ability to have extended storage for a period of time. We're looking at anywhere from 3 to 5 days worth of storage, as well as the placement and the shape of the storage tank. You would see a lot of our storage tanks are cylindrical. That's on purpose, so that again, as strong winds occur, it has the ability to withstand, and the winds tend to move around it very easily without any issue. So that's part of, all of these are different ways that we're looking at the long-term solution. Power, again, that's why I mentioned earlier, we're so happy to see BPL taking that early stance. But even from that perspective, we look at redundancy to ensure that our RO plants, once they are operational, have redundant power, that we are also not just depending solely on the reverse osmosis, and we don't abandon the well fields, which we're currently using now. And so there's the opportunity to have even the redundancy in a water source. So these are all things that we're looking at for resiliency, as well as for the long-term plans for our infrastructure.
A lot of new generation will come on stream, and specifically for Cat Island, San Salvador, and Rum Key, we want to improve the reliability of our generation and also reduce the cost. So right now we have for Cat Island a hybrid power generation system, which includes solar generation in addition to battery energy storage, or otherwise known as BESS, in addition to some conventional generation. So what that means is you'll have a system where during the day and peak sunlight hours, we'll be using the energy from the sun to power the grid, charge batteries, and then the batteries will be discharged at night. And as that dissipates, then you'll have the conventional generation come on stream. So you'll continuously have power available using renewable energy. In addition to that, we'll reduce the amount of fuel that's used to generate the electricity, and that'll then bring the cost down. And of course, it'll impact the environment because we'll be giving out less emissions that are harmful to the environment. So for Cat Island, there'll be about a 1 megawatt plant being developed. San Salvador, about a 3 megawatt. And then for Rum Key, there'll be a smaller generation plant based upon the need for that island. And again, across the whole Bahamas, this is the plan in order to integrate renewables and to reach that goal as mandated in the National Energy Policy of 30% by 2033. And again, BPL is right now transforming a lot what we're doing. But again, in the meantime, we still have to sustain and maintain our current generation until we get to that point. And be looking at another 18 months before these projects come online.
One of our major challenge that we have on our mobile network here on the island and San Sal is power related, right? So I'm so excited to hear about the plans for BPL that's coming to these family islands. That saves us a lot. But as it relates to resilience, our towers, we have backup battery, lithium battery that lasts about 8 hours. So the outage that you saw in Cat Island last night that lasted about 5 hours or so, we lost no connectivity. So we have the backup battery that sustains us when power goes out. And we also have generators that we use at each site when if the generator doesn't kick in, so once power go out, our generator kick in. Once that, if and when that fails, the tower itself has backup batteries that last us 8 hours. So it keeps us running and it keeps us resilient. We're also piloting a program for solar energy that we can perhaps, if we have the land resources and a space around the towers, that we will be strategically putting solar energy to our towers in strategic locations. So on top of all of that, when I go back to Inagua and the storm that passed, we did not lose connectivity at all. So we stayed up. When we take you back to Dorian, we stayed up so we're continually investing in resilience. This pretty much everywhere. Every year we invest in resilience, so we have to add additional links where we know we only have a single point of failure. So we continue, it's a continual optimization for the company to ensure that we can sustain when we have unfortunate events.
This is Bahamas at Sunrise.
Protect the things that really matter to you. Shield Insurance is the insurance company that grows with you to meet your insurance needs through this beautiful adventure we call life. From automobile to home to life and health, boat, liability, construction, and business insurance. Shield has affordable policies, flexible options, friendly service, and the expertise to protect your hard-earned assets. Don't take a chance. Put it in our hands at Shield Insurance.
African Things is your one-stop shop for everything African. Make a bold fashion statement with vibrant colors and intricate patterns inspired by the beauty of Africa. Find trendy contemporary looks for every occasion and enjoy custom tailoring. Shop jewelry, purses, art, cosmetics, and much more. African Things is located in the Dugard Plaza, Palmdale, next to McDonald's. Open Tuesday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come get your African Things. Good morning and welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. Update early on another fantastic Friday, and it's the mid-show, and you stuck with us. My name is Mark Daniel.
And I'm Gabrielle Gardner, hoping that you are still having a happy Friday.
A happy Friday, mid-show, everybody. And you're talking about mid-show. Yes, everybody, my birthday is this weekend.
Woo!
Yes, woo! 40, is that what you're supposed to have a midlife crisis? Is that what happens?
You're not going to have a midlife crisis.
What does that look like? I don't know. How do I know
no
if
one
I'm going
is
through a midlife
supposed
crisis?
to have a midlife crisis.
No?
I think it's just something that we allow.
Yes? Well, I mean, I start to feel and like, all right, I'm getting older.
No, I think it's around 50 though.
It's
I
50?
think it's even though most people don't live to be 100, which is interesting. Yeah. I think we assess midlife around 50.
Yeah. Well, we promised 120, so midlife should be 60, right? So 40 is the new 20.
Okay.
There you go.
Why not?
40 is the new 20.
Happy birthday. That's our gift to you.
Yeah, that's man math, right? But yes, I am excited, and I look back and reflect over, the things I've got the chance to do in my lifetime, and look forward to the unknown, and as I say, the best days are to come.
Yeah, I think, the concept, I mean, it's interesting because now that I think about it, have you ever heard of the quarter life crisis?
Oh, no.
I had one at like 25, and it was a thing. I think it's very millennial. But because the notion of the midlife crisis is that you're 50, you've got more time maybe behind you than ahead of you, and you're assessing like, have I done the right things? Is my life worth it? And so at 25, it was for me like, okay, I went to college. Did I study the right thing? Am I on the path to the right, I guess, direction?
Am
but
I a good person?
I feel like you're on a good path. I feel like you have a sense of direction. You've got this beautiful young family. Wow. I don't think you have to have a crisis.
Good.
You can skip it.
The things I have been doing is trying to make sure my body is still functional, trying to work out. I challenged my 10-year-old son to a foot race in the road, and from I come out the blocks, I burst my groin. Pow! One shot. Oh no! And he won. He ran all the way to the end. So, I feel like I at least want to maintain my health, stay in shape, and be there for my sons and my daughter and be able to beat them, running them in the road.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's an excellent goal for next year's race. You know, I feel like
Next year's race.
you have to beat kids while you can, because there's gonna, usually people are like, oh, I let my kids win. Don't do that. Because there's a day coming when you won't be able to, when they will genuinely beat you in every kind of race. So you might as well enjoy it while you can beat them.
Yes, and I appreciate that advice. I'm going to get ready for next year's race, and we're going to get ready for the second half of the show. We got some good stuff coming up. We're going to be hearing about the Healing Spaces exhibition happening at the Gallery Wine Art Gallery, Gallery Wine and Bar Art Gallery at the Nassau Cruise Port.
Also, Leslie Vanderpool will join us to share insights about the Bahamas International Film Festival. But before all that, we're going to take our second look at weather with Godfrey Burnside.
This is Weather at Sunrise.
Thank you, Gabrielle. These guys know what midnight crisis. Wow. Been through and done that. And on your second look at weather sunrise, you take a look at the tropics. And the tropics this morning, they do have Hurricane Raffle. That's now a Category 3 hurricane. And at 5 a.m. this morning was located in latitude 24.5 degrees north, longitude 88.0 degrees west. It's over the central Gulf of Mexico, moving towards the west at 9 miles per hour. Those winds are now 120 miles per hour with higher gusts. And then we have a trough of low pressure north of Puerto Rico, moving towards the west. And that's going to bring some unsettled weather across the southeastern islands, Maguana, Inagua, Crooked Island, and the Turks and Caicos by today through the weekend, and it has a 20% chance of development. Elsewhere, tropical cyclone formation expected during the next 7 days. On the local scene, look at marine forecast, still have an advisory posted, although those winds are coming down. Winds northeast to east at 15 knots, 3 to 5 feet northwest and central Bahamas, but you can have those swells up to 9 feet. And northeast at 15, 20 knots, seas 4 to 7 feet, or the southeastern islands, those swells are up to 9 feet. And then on Saturday, across all the islands, northeast to east at 15, 20 knots, seas 4 to 7 feet. And on Sunday, easterly at 15, 20 knots, sea 4 to 7 feet on northwest and central Bahamas, continuing northeast to east at 15, 20 knots, seas 4 to 7 feet, or the southeastern islands. Yeah, tides. Currently have a low tide that happened at 5:54 this morning. Next high tide will be at 24 minutes past midday. Low gain this evening at 7:02. Sunset 5:23 this evening. Rising one at 6:23. UV index 8. Your water temperature 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Honeymoon phase now moving towards the first quarter. Your external look, high pressure will maintain the predicted weather on the northwest Bahamas, but that trough of low pressure will impact the central and southeastern island weekend with cloudy skies, breezy conditions, scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms. So temperature daytime will be in the mid to upper 80s at daytime, at nighttime in the mid 70s. That puts a wrap your follow look at weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Mark.
Thank you, Godfrey. Healing Spaces, Remembering Through Visuals, Sound, and Movement is an exhibition led by Alexandria Robertson. She is the creative director of the Gallery and Wine Bar, and she is here to tell us all about this wonderful event happening tomorrow night. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Hi, Rising. How are you doing?
Grand Rising, how you mean? We up with the sun, right? Yeah. So here we are talking about Healing Spaces. Tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind this exhibition.
So, Healing Spaces is about just coming together as a collective community to heal old or current wounds. That's really what it's about, and connecting to this history that I think that we've lost as a colonial society.
Right.
So that's the gist of it.
We have a need to heal, and we come to a collective space, and we use sound, we use movement, we use imagery. So tell us how we're creating this healing space tomorrow night.
So there's going to be a segment of spoken word artists in the beginning, and then there's going to be a segment of the drummers. Ubuntu Bahamas is going to be performing, and then we're going to look at some visual art, and there's going to be an installation, a nature-esque installation where you can walk in and see the natural environment and be interactive with it, hear sound. So the whole thing is going to be pretty amazing.
I know you've been working on this now for a couple of months, maybe even longer. Tell us your process and the energy that you put into this exhibition.
So I got physically sick a few years ago, and as I started to go into that and explore that sickness, I realized that I had a lot of things that I was holding, like internally, and the more I did that, the more I started to paint, and then the more I realized that not only visuals affected that healing, but using your voice and speaking out, which is the importance of the poetry part, and then drumming, which also facilitates the release.
Right.
So, yeah, my process has really been a lot, but it's been good. It's been good. I feel like the visuals, the sound that we listen to, the spoken word that we facilitate through our voices, and then the drumming also. So it's been a long process, but it's been good, and it's like a cumulative
experience.
Yes,
right?
yes.
You're pouring out yourself onto the canvas and into the room.
Yeah.
For persons who've never been, let's say, to an art exhibition, what do you expect when you walk in? And what do you do?
So it's going to be free, first of all. So
right.
you can just come in and you don't have to pay anything. What you can expect for this exhibition, you won't see the visual art as soon as you enter, because it's all going to be about the poets.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's going to be about the drummers, and then the lights will turn on and you can see the art. But it's really just about having conversation and being in community with one another and learning more about ourselves and more about each other through all of these elements.
Right. And that's the thing. If you've, there's been community drum circles in spaces where Ubuntu and other persons come out, and you're in the circle, you're drumming, there's music, there's movement, and it is a release.
Yeah.
Right? It's a release. And so tell us a little bit about the art gallery itself, Gallery Wine and Bar.
So it is about promoting local artists, local Bahamian artists, and somewhere you can come and just chill and relax as a Bahamian, and it's at the cruise port, so it's also about promoting that to foreign tourists that come in and look at the artwork.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is Antonius Roberts' gallery?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of his galleries.
One of
he has
right?
a couple on the island.
Well, it's going to be the hottest one on Saturday night, right?
I think so. I believe so. It will, yeah.
And just tell us a little bit more about any of the pieces you might have created and just what might have inspired any of them.
So, which one? I can talk more about the Ubuntu one. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So going to these community drum circles was something that I didn't really expect to feel. Like what I felt, I didn't really expect to feel. So Ubuntu has inspired me to paint painting of them, but it's also incorporated with my spirit that I felt when I was in that community, and that release from my spirit with the drummers all around me. So yeah, I think that one is a really special one to me, a really personal one to me, and I really can't wait to share it with.
All right. Well, it looks like we're going to share a little bit of that right now.
Yeah.
We got Ubuntu in the house. Come on in. Let's share a little bit with our viewers what we can expect on Saturday night. Healing Spaces. Morning, we coming on in Ubuntu. Our good friends, we here. We got Sister Princess, Brother Zico. Yeah. Just on behalf of Ubuntu, invite people out on Saturday. Tell them what they can experience.
Oh yes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Bahamas. We are so excited to be a part of this exhibition, Healing Spaces by Alexandria Robinson. It speaks to the healing that Ubuntu has offered to the community over the years. That's how to work. Come on. It speaks to the healing that Ubuntu has offered to the community over the years via our healing sounds and our coming together as a community to, build intergenerational gaps, share stories, and support each other in sound. And so we're so grateful that Alex is actually one of those persons that benefited tremendously from this healing. She's been an avid supporter of ours, coming out and being a part of the drum circles, even learning how to drum. And for her actually choosing to immortalize our sacred space in this way, is an honor beyond words. So come on out, bring the family. The exhibition is definitely a must-see. I think the theme definitely speaks to this generation. The pieces are just so beautiful. It's an interactive experience. There will be some poetry, spoken word, and of course, drumming by us Ubuntu, and then we invite everybody to be a part of the big drum circle afterwards. So we are so excited to welcome you to Healing Spaces this Saturday, 6 p.m. at the Gallery and Wine Bar downtown in the Nassau Cruise Port.
Yay! And we ready now. We got get him a little bit of flavor as we go. Keep that going, man. Keep that going. So reminder, we talking about Healing Spaces, everybody, at the Gallery Wine and Bar at the Nassau Cruise Port. We'll be there at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Bring everybody out. Bring your drums, bring your shakers, bring your ding-dings, everything. Alex, thank you for being here. And we can just run a little rhythm while we close this out.
Focall Holdings Limited is proud of its consistent growth and the financial success it continues to bring to many Bahamians who invest in the company. Focall is committed to ensuring optimal financial performance for its shareholders. Focall's leadership remains focused on superior customer service and operational excellence across all sectors. Focall, fueling growth for people.
I can't believe how big Christopher's gotten. He'll soon be ready for college.
Not at the rate I'm going. I'm praying for an athletic scholarship.
It's never a bad time to start saving. I just started Nicole on a college savings plan. I have options based on her age. It contains a mix of stocks, bonds, however you choose.
Mommy, come push me.
I'm coming.
Girl, how do you know all of this?
What's Leno?
We know how important collecting your money can be to the success of your business. Start your relationship with Fidelity today so that we can show you the many options available to you with our merchant services. From click and pay options online to merchant terminals and e-commerce options. We're here to help your business succeed. For more details, speak to one of our business development officers at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport. Visit our website at fidelitygroup.com or visit any of our branches.
One thing, two things. Blue thing, all things. Things that are small, things that are grand, things that fit just right in the palm of your hand. Fox Hill Nursery, a large selection of garden supplies. If you can see it in your mind, you can find it at Fox Hill Nursery.
Hi, Kevin. How can I help you?
Is it true this institution isn't doing too well? Should I move my money since I have a business and personal savings account?
Don't worry about the gossip. Banks are regulated, so the chances of this institution failing is slim, and your deposit accounts are protected. We are members of the Deposit Insurance Corporation, so your deposits are protected up to a maximum of $50,000.
What if I have more? My business account has a little over $100,000 in it. Will I get my remaining funds if the bank fails?
Yes, through the process of liquidation, which is when the bank's assets are sold over time to repay its creditors, like yourself.
Well, I learned something new today.
My advice is to diversify your financial portfolio across different account types, different member banks, and credit unions. Help us to protect you by protecting yourself.
To learn more, visit our website, dic.bs, for more information.
The Euro device is very affordable. It allows you to increase your internet connectivity. You are able to do away with the buffering, say goodbye to the dead spots. It gives them a much more stable connection. Their customers are able to view their digital menus. The establishment is able to stream. It allows for everyone, the customers and the business operators, to have a much more robust and stable internet connectivity.
Welcome back. The Bahamas International Film Festival is a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing the local Bahamian community and international visitors with a diverse presentation of films around the world. Joining me this morning are founder and executive director Leslie Vanderpool, along with Kevin Taylor and Heather Hodgson-Casoy. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning, thank you.
So,
Cinema in Paradise time, Bahamas International Film Festival. We're celebrating 19 years, and we're going to be in Nassau November 13th to the 17th, and then we're hopping to Rock Sound from the 18th to the 19th, and Harbor Island the 20th to the 22nd. And all the information is available on our website, and it's bintlfilmfest.com, or you can Google Bahamas International Film Festival and get all of the film schedules and the panel schedules. The films are $18. The opening night, closing night, and special screening is $75. And then we have panels on masterclass in acting. Netflix and Amazon will be here to talk about a development and production panel. We have producers coming that are going to be giving you insight as to the creative investors. And so there's so much that you can be a part of during the film festival. You come, you rub shoulders with 50 plus guests that are coming to the film festival, and we're just so excited to have a premier sponsor like Bahamar, who is an exquisite sponsor. And in addition to all the other wonderful sponsors, Silver Airways, Alive, Urca, Valentine's Resort, the Eleuthera Chamber of Commerce, Boss, etc., all of the wonderful sponsors that we have. But more importantly, we have our local celebrities that have films in the festival. Kevin Taylor has a film called They Call Me Peanuts. It's the story about Peanuts Taylor, and that's our opening night film, and that's Wednesday, November 13th at 8:30 at Bahamar. Bahamar's actually creating a pavilion for us, so it's near the Bahamar Convention Center, and it's the Bahamar New Providence Lawn Pavilion. And Kevin is the director of that film, in addition to the Eddie Minnis Ting and Ting. That it's the story about Eddie Minnis. That's showing on Friday at 8:15 at Bahamar. And then Heather Hodgson-Casoy, the Church of Tony Dufresne is her. Dufresne is her film. It's a short film, so it's a pleasure to have them along with me this morning. And why don't you tell
Thanks for having us.
why don't you tell them about your film?
So, They Call Me Peanuts actually started, the late Obie Wilchcombe actually commissioned myself and Gina Rogers to do the film. But in 2017, the government changed, and so that project kind of went away. And it kind of sat on my computer for all these years, and Peanuts' health isn't great, so I contacted my friend Charlie Smith, and the two of us decided to go ahead and finish this. We had no money or no budget, just wanted to finish it for Peanuts and show it to him.
Yeah.
And we were able to do that, and he really liked it, and his wife really liked it. So we were happy to do that, and that's going to open on a Wednesday night. And then we did, for the past year, I've been doing a pretty deep dive on Eddie Minnis and all his art, his cartoons, his music, and talking to about 30, 35 people, going through dozens of hours of footage to get it down to what it is now. And so we're really proud of it. We're hoping people will come out and support it on Friday night.
All right. And
Lovely.
Heather, tell us
My film at the Church of Tony Dufresne, it's a short. So it's part of the Cinematic Visions short block. It's going to be shown Sunday here at Bahamas. And it's a light little tale of a paranoid schizophrenic who goes off his meds and tries to take over a televangelical church.
Oh, that sounds very interesting.
But it has some dark comedy running through it. And it's actually great to be a part of this festival, because when I moved down here 10 years ago, I just happened to be on Harbor Island when you had the festival on Harbor Island, and that's when I first met Leslie, and I thought, this is fantastic. And now here we are 10 years later. I have a film that's part of it, and I'm just thrilled.
Yeah, we're really excited to have the festival in a week. 4 more days.
I mean, I feel like you should call it the festival tour, because you have multiple locations, but 19 years of the Bahamas International Film Festival. How does that feel?
Like I just started yesterday, but there's so many obstacles and surprises and exciting key points. Most importantly, we have to encourage and educate and entertain. We go into the schools and we teach students how to make film. We'll be showing youth film workshops there. We want to continue to encourage the Bahamian filmmakers that they have a place, a stage in the Bahamas to actually go and meet up with the people that are coming to the festival, like the Netflix presidents or invite presidents of film or Amazon, and rub shoulders with them and network and see how they can get distribution for their films. And then we want to entertain. We want to actually create awareness, social conscious films that we're showing Ocean's Rose, a film that we're putting all the proceeds towards Brief. We're showing films about Operations Pot Cake, all the work that Bark is doing. And so there's films that raise awareness, there's films that entertain, there's films that, you just come and sit with an audience in a dark room and enjoy independent cinema. Films that you would never have the opportunity to see. And you'd be the first to see them. And actually, sometimes when we show films in the festival, they end up in the theater or on television 3 to 5 years later.
Yeah.
And people say, oh, I saw that film at the film festival. So these are just wonderful opportunities for the Bahamian audience to come and see a film and meet a director or an actress like Heather, and see how they could break into the industry, because the industry is so accessible. This year we went to St. Thomas More to teach the youth film workshop. Alive Urca and Caribbean Bottling are the sponsors for that youth film workshop. There's a student there that I know is going to pursue a career, and he's only 10 years old. The work that the students collaborated to make a film in a day or 2 days, it was phenomenal. So that's my hope, is that we create the skill sets, and then we have discussions. We have a panel discussion on incentives and rebates for runaway productions to come to the Bahamas. I remember many years.
Absolutely.
Just if I may add, the films that you tend to see at these festivals tend to be real passion projects. They're not easy to make. They often don't have a very high budget. Everybody puts, all the directors, the creators, it's their time, it's their effort, and they're not governed by the dictates of a bigger establishment. So that is neat too, because you get to see some real grit and some real, as I say, passionate work.
Yeah, you feel the love in the film.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Yeah. So in terms of folks who want to come out and they want to attend, what does that look like? I know you have several stops on the way, but what are those events going to look like, and what is the cost of attendance?
The cost of attendance for a film, a general screening film, is $18.
Okay.
And these are feature films. These are a block of short films, maybe 5 short films in one block. And the panel discussions are anywhere, or master classes are anywhere from $50 to $100, because we have experts coming from Hollywood. You would not have the opportunity to meet them. So it's kind of like taking a class. So just imagine going to a film school in an hour. And you're meeting those who's who are going to tell you the firsthand how to break into the industry, or how to pursue a career as a director, an actor, a writer. So how do you get your thoughts of an idea onto a page, to the screen? as well. So the panel discussions are anywhere from $50 to $100. As I said, the general screenings are $18. The opening night film is $75. The closing night film is $75. A film for our closing night is Old Guy, that is produced by a veteran of the film festival, Jib Polimus, that comes every year. The actors in that film is Lucy Liu and Christoph Waltz. And so we're really excited to have that international premiere, which is actually going to be released by the Avenue Distribution Company in 2025. So it's not released yet. So these films, even though they have amazing actors and directors, most often independent films have not been sent to any distribution portal, streaming portal or theater. And so anybody can come to the festival, whether you live in Nassau, whether you live in Rock Sound or Harbor Island. You just come and pay a ticket price and you sit in the movie theater, and you meet wonderful people who are genuinely interested in the career of acting or directing, or just want to see, as Heather was saying, an amazing story.
And you see this film, you said 3 to 5 years before it comes out.
Yeah.
Kevin, two of your projects for this year really focus on local legends.
Yeah.
What do you think your work does to affirm that Bahamian stories are worth telling?
They absolutely are, and I'm really excited to keep telling these stories. You know, a few years back with Gina Rogers, her and I told the story of Michael Thompson. Then we talked about Andre Rogers. I've done a movie on Joseph Spence. We just finished Peanuts Taylor, and now Eddie Minnis. So I have this murderer's row of these amazing, iconic Bahamians, and I think we need to keep telling these stories because they're valuable. Because you know, a lot of the old guys are going away, and they're not telling their stories and not writing them down. So it's great to be able to play a small part in preserving the history, and we have a few more ideas coming up. So stay tuned. But it's a pleasure telling these stories, and being at BIF is the ideal place to showcase these stories, because you're going to get most of your people, Bahamians coming out to see these Bahamian stories. So we're really excited.
And Heather, you mentioned, that you just kind of happened to stumble upon BIF, and now you've been a part of it for 10 years. What has been most rewarding for you about being involved?
Well, if I may, this is actually my first year involved as a performer, although I have always attended the films, and I like going to the panels. And I think out of the most rewarding things, first of all, getting to meet local Bahamian talent is great. It's because now this is my home, this is where I live. I'm originally Canadian, and this has been an entranceway for me to play and learn and interact with local talent, and just to see what goes on, because honestly these films are fantastic. One of the best films I ever saw was in that film festival on Harbor Island. It was about a chicken, and it was, who would think, a chicken? But it was fantastic.
Men and Chicken.
Men and Chicken, yeah.
It had Mads Mikkelsen in it.
Yeah, I'll never forget that to the day I die. It was fantastic. So you get to see films that maybe a big studio wouldn't take a chance on because it's a little too risky. We don't quite want to do that. We don't know what kind of audience we're going to get. You'll see them in the film festivals, and they really can move you and give you another perspective.
And versus most festivals, the Bahamas National Film Festival is a very intimate festival. So you get to meet those who's who, rub shoulders with them, and interact with them, and create a relationship network for a lifetime.
Genuine connection.
It's a casual intimacy, which is nice.
I love that. Leslie, just remind us before we go, tell us about the website where folks can purchase tickets and remind themselves.
You can purchase tickets on the website. Bahamas International Film Festival is if you Google it, or BINTLfilmfest.com. And the film festival takes place at the beautiful Bahamar Convention New Providence Lawn Pavilion. So from the November 13th to the 17th in Nassau, Rock Sound, November 18th to the 19th, and Harbor Island at Valentine's, November 20th to the 22nd. And so thank you. We're just really, really honored to have this festival again, and come and celebrate cinema.
Kudos to you and your entire team. You've been doing a great work for 19
years. We have an amazing
years.
team.
I'm sure it's going to be an excellent show.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all for joining us this morning.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster.
Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code. Select your payment amount and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
African Things is your one-stop shop for everything African. Make a bold fashion statement with vibrant colors and intricate patterns inspired by the beauty of Africa. Find trendy contemporary looks for every occasion and enjoy custom tailoring. Shop jewelry, purses, art, cosmetics, and much more. African Things is located in the Dugard Plaza, Palmdale, next to McDonald's. Open Tuesday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come get your African Things.
When hurricanes and emergencies strike, timely information can save lives. That's why Alive Business brings you bulk SMS messaging, your essential tool for staying informed and safe. Imagine having critical updates and safety tips delivered right to your phone, anytime and anywhere. With bulk SMS messaging, you can send real-time alerts and updates and timely notifications. When every second counts, count on Alive Business bulk SMS messaging. For more information, contact the experts.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. Just before we leave you this morning, we have some very important news to talk about. Kevin is obviously involved with the Bahamas International Film Festival, but you also have a little bit of a philanthropic initiative going on.
Well,
Tell us about it.
Thank you for this last minute of the show. I just want to promote the Run for Pompeii. It's our annual charity run in Exuma. It's going to be on November 23rd. It's our 10th year, so we've been going for 10 years, and we've sent 9 kids off to university, kids at Ellen Coakley School in Exuma. So we'll send our 10th kid off this year, so we're really excited about it. It's become an iconic sports event on the island of Exuma. I'm really excited. So runforpompeii.com. You can get your tickets or your pay your fees there, register. Thank you. And we'll see you in Exuma, November 23rd, Run for Pompeii. You can do a 2K just around the lake, a 5K run, 10K, or even a half marathon.
Oh, wow.
So we'll see you there, right?
Maybe not down. Maybe I'm coming around.
I might do like
This might be your youngest competitor.
Right, a 10-yard waddle. But there's no reason to miss out. What's the cost of participation?
All the information is on a Run for Pompeii, but kids are free. Adults is like, depending on the distance you go, it starts at like $50 and goes up.
All right.
But all kids are free, so it's all about the kids, and we hope to have our best year ever, 10 years of the Run for Pompeii.
Well, I just think that's an incredible initiative. Thank you for what you're doing for our community.
Thank you.
I'll turn it over to Mark.
Yeah, we got to run, and we're going to run for Pompeii. But y'all have a great weekend, and we're going to see you guys at the Gallery Wine and Bar at the Port. We're going to be celebrating. Come on out and celebrate my 40th with me. Let's toast and lick some drum together. So see y'all tomorrow night at the Port. Have a great weekend, everybody.